Hello everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. It's finally time for the trial. So last time I did manage to grab a couple new skills. We got the new skill from the pet, which hopefully that'll be useful. I haven't seen what it does yet, so we'll be able to check that once we actually start the trial. And I grabbed a new skill also over here. I believe it was Delusional. I believe that was the one. So yeah, I have a little influence gauge recovery, which is nice. Anyway, let's get this started. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough.
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? Yeah, true. He's got to be part of the trial. I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Let's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. He better not be dead. I swear, man, dying like that really sucks. Sounds like, you say. Oops. Wait, is he actually dead? Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Wait, you're letting him stay out of the trial? Has Monokuma ever let anyone not join a trial?
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best that we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then, let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Oh boy, who do I want to talk to first? Let's just start over here. We'll talk to Nagito first, why not? Just as I thought, this particular incident. Oops, we can continue this later, right, Hajime? You do that way too much, Nagito. God damn. What's wrong with him? He seemed creepier than usual. Yeah, he's definitely got something in mind right now. I'm interested to see what he's thinking of. I don't think I have too many leads currently as to, like, how this entire murder went down.
Fine.
It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make history.
Oh, that's a new line, isn't it? That sounds like a new line right there. Yeah, I think that is. Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades. No, it sounds like Gundam's getting pretty serious.
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the trial right now. I know, but...
I'm gonna do it!
Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best we don't rely on Monomi all that much. She's just saying stupid things, and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. Oh god. I don't think that would end well.
Hey.
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then, we all need to end this once and for all. Hiyoko, it must be my fault after all.
Well?
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry I'm such a useless piece of trash. It's really hard to imagine, like, who out of everyone remaining did this? And set it up to be like the movie, also. It's just, it's hard to imagine most of them, like, doing something like that. I guess, maybe I don't know. We're gonna have to find out, definitely. Anyway, I believe that's everyone I can talk to. So, let's look at the rock and let's get this started. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock... Also, I'm just thinking of this now, but I think I did go through every piece of evidence. I don't quite remember. God, I don't know why I love the elevator, like, this scene in the elevator every time. Even in the first game, I always enjoyed it. But still, did I go through every piece of evidence and read the description and all of them? I'm fairly sure I did, so I won't go through them. I'll just take a quick look at them again, just, like, scroll through. But I think I did go through every one of them, so... The elevator began its deep descent, as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there, trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizing so. Light poured through the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. What's it gonna look like this time? Oh, that's interesting. My, feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should really invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. Okay, I'm actually seriously worried now. I'm starting to think that Nekomaru might actually be dead. I don't like feeling that, but I don't trust Monokuma right now. Monokuma would definitely, like, what I would imagine in Monokuma's position, if Nekomaru was alive, even if he's in a hospital bed, he'd bring the fucking hospital bed in here to force him to vote. And that's what I would imagine Monokuma doing. So the fact that he's not doing that, it just feels like, I don't know, Nekomaru might actually be dead, and that's really depressing. Especially because he died like that. If he did die.
Yoo-hoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, and she was the moonmaker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you never knew she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I could kind of tell from looking at her that she would have that personality. But maybe that's just because I'm accustomed to her having that personality by now, that just seeing her makes me think, yeah, she's got a really bad attitude. I don't know. She just, like, when you look at her, she kind of seems like the type of character that would be that way. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiro's death. The person who killed those two is among us. That's the thing I'm worried about, like, who did this? That's really hard to think of. I guess I don't know. Maybe if something clicks during this trial, I'll be able to know who did it. But for now, I'm kind of I don't know. I just in a situation where I really don't know. I definitely can't believe it. Jeez, almost everybody on that panel, well, half the people on that panel are red now. And Nekomaru was the possible red. But whether I believe it or not is relevant. And half the people on this one are also red. Oh dear. Yeah, we're getting pretty far down in the ranks. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Oh boy. Oh god. Am I actually ready for this? Oh no. Anyway, yeah, let's set skills. I need to go check out. That was Gundam skill, right? That looked really good. I have a lot of skills open I can take right now. I have 51 points that I have open, and I've taken 22 so far with that one. So yeah, a powerful silencer? Awesome. Yeah, that was Gundam's for sure. I don't know what that first one was. Delusion, I grabbed that for sure. Influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time. I'm definitely going to try to use the concentration mode a lot more, so that's why I grabbed that. Okay, so that was the new one. Okay, let's read what this does. Menacing focus. Greatly increases the focus gauge. Effective during class trial. Cannot be combined with extraordinary focus. So I guess this is a higher version, because this was from the pet. So I'm assuming this is like the high-end version. So, menacing focus. Focus gauge. So that means I can focus for way longer, and it says greatly increases. And I've noticed that when the skills usually say something normal, like just increases, it still gives you a decent amount, so this might be really good. I definitely am going to have to focus on using, using the focus gauge more, or like concentrating more, pretty much. And slowing down time more, and using that more effectively. Especially because we're already on the third trial, so... Okay. Truth bullets. Just, yeah. Slit, okay. Slit, throat, and crushed windpipe, choking. It's also possible that somebody may have... I don't know. Because of the state Ibuki was in, she may have been convinced to hang herself. Got the movie. Actually, did I check this? The movie that Monokuma directed. There were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monomi Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Wait, I've definitely read this, but still. Next, Monomi Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monomi Tin Man died by getting chopped in metal pieces. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Everything else, I think I remember quite well. Alright. Well then. Well... I mean, I'm as ready as I'm going to be. If that counts for anything.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Do you need to explain it at this point? Oh god, I keep forgetting that Monomi is tied up in the background. Also, I'm kind of distracted by the walls this time. I don't know if I like them or not. They're interesting. I can definitely tell the difference this time in the walls.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Well, I think he knows some. Interestingly enough, I think Nagito has an idea in mind that I don't right now. So in a way, I do kind of want to hear what he's thinking right now, but in another way, he might it might be a setup or something on his part. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird situation with Nagito usually.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Kazuichi just pretty much said, "Yeah, you're not gonna help
Empty
at
head?
all."
Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I'm sorry. The silence when it went to Hajime. The silence. That's amazing.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Oh god,
Since he's
that
the first witness,
was hilarious.
Why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
And
Alright.
let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
Yep.
When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Oh god, Nagito sounds like he wants to watch a movie on this. Instead of whatever the hell Monokuma's movie was.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Wait, what? In various ways? Why did you say that so awkwardly?
Various ways?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh, his face. He's blushing. That's adorable.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
Well, if we could have seen the hair in the video, we definitely would have been able to tell, but we couldn't see the hair for some reason. It was maybe like brushed to the other side or something.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Makes me really sad to see that the Ibuki picture with the X on it, honestly.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's.
Which Hajime didn't see the first time he went in.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Which looks like it would have taken forever.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
Well, you could tell by the hair clearly at that point.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, god damn it. I had a feeling, you son of a bitch. I had a feeling. The silence... Yep, that goes well. Huh? Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Well, I mean, first of all, the killer based this kind of on the movie, and Hajime hadn't seen the movie. Ugh. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now, thanks to that. Oh dear. Let's see. Can't monitor video, movie invitation ticket, motel room key. Oh, the
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
movie invitation ticket. Isn't that the invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma? One ticket was passed out per person. The date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Yeah. And since the murder was based off this movie, or based around what happened in the movie, and Hajime had no idea about that, and he has proof when he saw the movie, then this will be most likely.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
Which one was Silencer? Okay, that was Shoot
After all,
That.
Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
No,
okay.
that's wrong.
I didn't mean to shoot that. The silencer was more powerful than I thought it would be.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
God damn it, Nagito. Nagito's just like, okay, I haven't been able to fuck with anybody for a while. So let me just start this trial up by saying, Hajime, you did it.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Man, Monokuma was kind of just straight to the point there. He didn't, he didn't laugh, he didn't do anything, he's just listening intently to Nagito.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we could solidify the foundation. It
Alright.
also provides a good warm-up.
Yeah, a good warm-up for you fucking people in the ass.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
He's being awfully... I don't know how to put it, but he's... I guess he's being a bit more like, passive-aggressive? I don't know exactly how I want to put how he's being, but he's a bit more than usual.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
Oh my god, I just realized. Everyone has an X through their name. I didn't realize that before. But Teru has a fucking knife and fork through his picture. Oh my god, that is amazing. I'm sorry, Teru, but holy crap.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
And why?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Oh, please don't give me a list of times.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Okay. I was about to have a heart attack, like, oh god, how long was it? I didn't keep time, I don't remember.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
It would be extremely tough to do.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
But at this... I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, the killer did close the room. That's not what I'm questioning right now. I'm just... I tried to put things together in my head. I don't know.
What do you mean a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Yep.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, that's also another thing that's really... I don't know. Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
So many mysteries in here.
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh dear, he's going all out.
Me too?
I mean, I guess at this point we can't rule you out.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis.
Fuyuhiko does have a point.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. ...
Me too!
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right?
What the fuck?
Not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but... is that really it? Alright, let's see what's going on here. What do we have? We have the glob, the video, the key, the scrap of paper.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Stepladder. If I remember correctly. Let's see. Stepladder. Let's see. This is about those who don't have an alibi right now. So, first of all, the stepladder basically just had slight bloodstains on it. The glob. That's one of the ones I remember that I just looked at.
They tried to keep us from getting in.
Video key.
It seems
paper.
they were trying to stall for time.
Stall for time. Video key paper. Scrap of thick paper. Okay. Hotel room key. This was one of them too, right? It was inside her kimono. Okay. And where's the video? Was it my... There we go. Surveillance monitor video. Video that Hajime saw. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this
How
one.
did they lock the door?
How'd they lock the door?
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock
Well,
was
they
on
used
the
the
floor in
glob.
front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
Okay.
By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. Wait, which one was it then? Because if we're... Let's go through that one more time, actually.
The killer was still inside the music
I
venue.
think it's something to do with the glob.
By
I'm
locking the
that's
door
one
from
thing.
the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Wait a minute. Wait, oh, whoops, that's not what to do. Let me read the glob again. Did it say anything extra on it? This is the thing I'm thinking of that connects to this right now. Well, I guess the question would be, why did they put the glob on there? If, Maybe...
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Well, if we think about it, though, we did
can use that
find
as a
the,
bolt to lock
also,
the door.
what's the slowdown button?
By
That
doing
one, okay.
that, the killer who was hiding
Just,
inside,
you know, just wondering. And why
waited
is
till we
shoot a
gathered
silence?
together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I'm thinking that it could possibly be that, I don't know, it's kind of a theory, but maybe since we didn't find out that it was the drumsticks that were blocking the door until we were actually in there. Maybe the reason that the killer put both in there, the glob and the drumstick, was because the drumsticks were actually broken beforehand and put on the ground, and the glob of glue was what was actually locking the door. Or it could have been both, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking maybe they were actually outside. I don't know.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably glue?
I see!
That would be the only thing that made sense there.
Semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue.
I wasn't expecting to be asked what it was.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my
Oh
mouth.
god, don't remind me that you ate it.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I don't think it
I
is.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
Or should eat.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
True.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Yeah, that's actually what I just started thinking a moment ago. I'm just like, that could be a possibility.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you refrained from doing that, Fuyuhiko.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Alright, moving on with the trial.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
So now we have an idea of why the heat was on, but the heat may also have been on for... I believe they mentioned that was one of the things that was messing up what time the body had died, or like which the body had died, or which person had died first. I believe that was also a problem, the heat. That the heat caused. So...
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
I'm just thinking of like, that seriously was fast though. Unless... Well, I don't know, yeah, I don't know yet.
Even quick work has limits.
Yep, I do agree, that is a lot of work. Especially because there's so many layers of tape on Hiyoko. Like, if there were just a couple, but there was like at least 5 or more. Definitely more than 5.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Wait, what? What the fuck is that line?
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue.
What unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me? I don't know if that was just a really awkward comment, I guess.
They must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
Well, I guess it is possible that it was... Hold on a second. So... one second, let me check something. We have... the scrap of thick paper, which was stuck to the baton lighting. And then we also... that didn't give me... It's not on here. There was also a roll inside of the storage room. Which... If this is ripped off, does that mean maybe they used this to cover up the body? So that when Hajime went in there... Like, maybe it would be faster if, like, they wrapped this... Like, if they did this preemptively. They wrapped this... They already had Hiyoko dead. So they wrapped her up or something. Or wrapped up, like, the pillar or something. After she was tied up. Or just put this over her. Something like that. That's also a possibility. I don't know if I'm thinking too far into this.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Oh, is Nagito thinking the same thing I am?
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Well, more accurately, that's what you found, Tanaka.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck on, the baton lighting in the music menu. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh? Oh no. Crap. What was that ripped piece of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting? How do you get rid of these? No, okay. Oh, is A to get rid of it? I don't remember how to do this. I did not mean to let those hit. R? Okay, it's not R. Oh, wait. Is that what it's spelling? Okay. Oh god, I'm so bad at Hangman's Gambit. A to get rid of it, right? No. Stop it, you. Come here, you. Oh my god, you could slow this down? Hold up. I did not know this. Oh, come here. Oh my god. No. There's too much going on. Come here, you. Oh my god. Okay. Holy crap. I need you. Oh god. No, stop it right there. Oh god. No, that's not it. I actually wanted that. Oh god, I didn't think those would hit. No. Oh, what I meant to. Just ignore me. I'm bad at video games. Is this is what I needed, right? Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god, this is. Oh dear. Okay, just get me out of here, please, please, before this becomes even more of a train wreck. God, it's so easy to get overwhelmed in that.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yes, it is.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
Yeah, but I distinctly remember that. I kind of wish it was a truth bullet right now.
Right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
Yes, it does.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Well, basically, the person might have used that wallpaper to cover up Hiyoko's body then. And the reason, and then basically, yeah, that's why we didn't see it at first. And then when they tried to take it, yeah, when they tried to take it down, after they wanted to reveal Hiyoko's body, that's when their piece got ripped off.
If you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, is this it again? No, wait. Oh, it is. Oh, baby. I'm excited. Do my special buttons do anything here? Okay, I gotta jump. Oh, dear. Wait, I thought you wanted me to jump. Wait. How do I oh, I have to accelerate jump. Okay. Oh god. I'm sorry, Hajime. I'm really bad. I just gotta get in the groove of things, okay? I need a little warm-up. Whew. Oh god. This is awesome. Oh, thank God I got to jump early. Well, if I'm just gonna go with what I think's true, so I think it was hidden. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? Because it was hidden. This is cool. I really like this. I totally thought that was the road. Of course, it doesn't help when you're bad. Alright. What did the killer use to hide her body? Oh. Should have been the wallpaper. Yep. Was the wallpaper. Ooh. Oh, damn it. I was trying to get over there. I tried to stabilize myself. It did not work. Oh god, Hajime, be careful. I know I'm pressing the accelerator button first still, but goddamn, we need to go fast. Ooh. Okay, this is getting a little sketchy. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? I think they covered the pillar. That's at least what I was thinking. Was I correct? I was correct. Yep. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. What did the killer use to hide the body, the wallpaper? And how did the killer hide the body with the wallpaper? They covered it. They covered the pillar.
It's all coming together.
Good job, skateboard Hajime. Guy. You did good work.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Everybody's just sitting there like, holy crap, I didn't know we had skateboarding in here.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
And Gundam noticed it. Good job, Gundam.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Well, I mean, they already took the chance to kill somebody. So, yeah. Plus, I mean, it's probably better than trying to tie up her body afterward. It's quicker.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
Yeah, all they had to do was tear that down and have the heat on, pretty much.
They just have
And
to
lock the
peel
door.
off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You
Oh,
haven't
dear.
seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Oh dear.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Ew.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Also ew. Why would you enjoy looking at them?
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
But the question is why, specifically? Why would that... maybe it's because they got the idea, like they weren't planning it at all, and they got the idea from the movie, because... I don't know, like, if somebody was already planning to kill someone... I don't know. Maybe it's just confusing as to why they would specifically choose the movie to copy.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Didn't mean to get rid of that.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
Yeah, thank God. I wouldn't have wanted to imagine that happening.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Isn't it? Maybe I'm overlooking it. The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now. To hide the weapon or to mix up the killing order. I don't think the bottom two are right. To mix up the killing order?
I see!
That seemed the most
The
likely.
reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
That's most likely.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
It's not like Gundam wants to hear about the condition of her body, or anything like that.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Gundam will allow you the privilege of telling him this information.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
And, oh god, this is becoming a battle.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Oh boy.
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Damn, Gundam's going out.
Man, he's being annoying again.
All out.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Wait. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. Bloodstains on soles of Ibuki's feet. That's what she's talking about.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. It's definitely got to do with the souls. I know it. Blood on souls, right there. Saw 'em. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded? Locked and loaded? I don't know.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling
That's
you to
not a
present
degree
your
statement
evidence.
right there.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Right
I
there.
agree with that.
I agree. Indeed. Indubitably.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Yeah, she only had her windpipe crushed and suffocated to death. Which also isn't fun, but yeah, the blood was from Hiyoko.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh no, not against Gundam. I can't do this.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Oh dear. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Gundam as my opponent? Oh boy.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Oh my god, Gundam. I love you.
But, are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Oh boy, I'm about to cross blades with Gundam Tanaka. Rebuttal showdown. Rope use, metal, the rope, metal, smudge on floor.
You're saying the
Surveillance monitor. So it shows prisoners. I'm just gonna cut down his statements. I should look at what the statement I can actually shoot at is first.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene.
Oh dear.
There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Oh god, I'm out of cuts already. Holy crap. Oh dear. Gundam is, despite his exaggerated protest, I feel like I've already seen an opening encounter. Is this a trap? Ooh. Important. Is this a trap? So maybe it is a trap.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about.
Well, there's the bloodstained smudge though, isn't there?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember
I'm trying to switch to...
There was no blood on the floor.
God damn it.
You can't step on blood that was never there.
Where is it?
Just about 1
Whatever,
minute.
I'm just gonna switch to it. I've already...
See a nice nightmare?
Okay.
You're saying the blood on
I don't know if it's
Ibuki's
trap,
feet
but we're gonna have to go
belonged
for it.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There we go.
Cut through those words.
Wait, what?
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Is that it? Well, goddamn, that was short.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikan, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Wait, what do you want to run by him? You've been doing that a lot.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yeah.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is.
Well then, technically wouldn't the killer be Ibuki Miyota?
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
Those are deep words coming from Monokuma.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
That would be kind of entertaining to see.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's also a possibility I was thinking of.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
But with the way Ibuki was, though, she could have also been... Because she was believing in everyone's words and followed any orders, pretty much. At that point, because of the despair disease, somebody could have used that against her and gotten her to kill Hyoko. And then gotten her to kill herself. But in that case, would that mean that the person that made Ibuki do that is the killer? Because technically, they were the cause of all that.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?